Is this the first Tom MacDonald video that he brings in? I know it's not a collab video, but he has the background actors lip singing to the music. That is so powerful, especially in a video like this. Is this the first one?
Son of a.
Son of a.
Son of a. Son of a. Son of a.
Son of a.
Son of a.
Are you
serious?
Are you serious?
There isn't many times that you look at a Tom MacDonald title and you're surprised by the content. And having now done several Tom MacDonald reactions, I know that this is going to be a wild ride and one that I'm looking forward to. So if you're excited to hear Whiteboy and witness me reacting to my first time hearing it, I'd be really excited if you were going to hit that subscribe button. Always like, follow, but ultimately comment is where we get to know each other. So put your comments down. I'll probably ask a few questions for things that may pop up that I don't understand, and you're going to educate me and help me grow into more of the Hog family. So let's dive into some Tom MacDonald Whiteboy.
I cannot feel guilty for that I didn't do, but I can understand the reasons why you think that I should. Yeah, I'm white, but I never put your neck in no noose, and I never burnt a cross or hid my face with a hood. You can't just label me racist, cause I'm related to people who did some terrible way back before I was alive. My parents brought me up to treat everyone as an equal. I refuse to feel ashamed cause of my pretty blue eyes. A Nazi, white supremacist, anyone who labels me as that because of my family genetics. The hatred for Caucasians is so pathetic. Go be proud that you're black, but don't hate me for some credit. I'm not the white devil, neo-Nazi, cop trying to pull the trigger. You can call me what you want, but I'd still never say the white race.
No, he didn't. Oh my, Tom. 40 seconds in, not even a 25% in this video, and we're already just blowing it up. My goodness. So obviously it's hard to not hide from the fact that I'm a white male. What most people don't realize is that my dad immigrated to the United States when he was 4 years old from the Netherlands, which I've mentioned before, and someone told me, they're like, well, that's right next to Germany, so you're practically a Nazi. And I'm like, what you don't realize is my grandfather was a young boy, teenager during World War II, and the Nazis came into the Netherlands, killed every cow they had, took all the food from the garden, and then torched their barn and garden and left them with no way to take care of themselves. So no, that is not accurate. But you get so pissed off that people want to bundle you as a race and assume that you're all one and not no individuality, but then you're very quick to do that for someone else. And that's that you that I'm referring to is you. It's you. It's your neighbor. It's something that you have to fight through, and it's something that is not okay. And if you catch yourself doing that, stop it. Stop it. So you're better than that, and the world needs people that are better than that.
Cop trying to pull the trigger. You can call me what you want, but I'd still never say the white race as a whole ain't the enemy. There's racist white people, but we're far from that collectively.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say it with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes. If a black man is sipping on some cognac sitting.
Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes. Wow. Is this the first Tom MacDonald video that he brings in? I know it's not a collab video, but he has the background actors lip singing to the music. That is so powerful, especially in a video like this. Is this the first one? Obviously, I'm trying to go in order, and I'm not remembering whether he's done that before or not, because I have done some later. So if you know, let me know if this is the first one that he's done that in. There's something to be said too, that despite he hasn't really gone political yet in his career as far as the order of these videos, but he's still strong with that American flag in the background.
If a black man is sipping on some cognac sitting next to me, I don't assume that every black's favorite drink is Hennessy. I don't dislike Tanisha because her first name isn't Stephanie. Not only is that wrong, it's a waste of energy.
All right, I'm not gonna stop every 5 seconds, but one of my best friends, Rod, what's up? He is pretty much me, but pigmentation, like he would get lost. You would lose him in the dark. Like that's my dude, that's my brother. But he always tells me, or he used to tell me when we were roommates, that yeah, we don't all like Hennessy, but we all do smoke menthols. Love you, bro. I had to throw that out there. You can get mad at me all you want, but you'll probably text me if you watch this video.
Career ebony, 45 or 17, we all bleed the same, Martin Luther King or Kennedy. They're angry, I'm reciting the facts. He's white and he raps, he stole the culture right from the blacks. Okay, he's fire, but we lit the flame, he's siphoning gas. So this corny little honky man, the whitey is whack. You letting history perpetuate the hatred within, and then you paint me with the brush you painted slave owners with. Yeah.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
I got a mother, a father, a sister, an auntie, an uncle, and a grandma that I picture when you're openly hating. And God willing, one day I'll have a kid of my own. I refuse to let you blindly hate my wife and my baby, so go ahead and hate the races. I pray for their extinction. If you want to hate the white people, just make the distinction between the ones who want the best for everyone regardless, and the ones who build the system just to smother you with hardship. Stop before you say it. I know what you've been thinking. How's a straight white male in 2018? You're making me the villain by demonizing my race for things I didn't do and decisions I didn't make. No one that I call a friend has ever owned a slave, and neither did our dads or our dads' dads. Sakes acknowledging atrocities were wrongly committed is all that I can offer while I'm wrongly convicted. I would never hate a man for what God gave him in pigments, and I would never plot against him just because he is different. I would never judge a human for the cards he was given or call him lesser than myself because of the race that he's.
I would never judge a man because of his pigmentation, or that he's different. How boring would this world be if we were all the same, if we were all like-minded, if we all looked the same? You may... One thing that I've always taught my kids, I've got 3 kids. My oldest is married, just graduated college this last weekend, and she's probably the biggest one that is sick of me talking about perspective. You need to take yourself out of arguments, out of differences, out of conversations, and put yourself in the shoes of the person you're talking to and understand their perspective, understand their shoes, understand that their path is different, their goal is different, their destination is different, those who raised them is different. Everything about them is different. That doesn't mean that you're right or wrong, or that they're right or wrong. But if you can find a common ground and show respect to each other, at the very least you can separate from the end of the conversation, maintaining that respect, and slowly you'll be able to at least understand what they're going through. Maybe not agree with them, but at least empathize with them, show them a humanity, show them a good spirit, show them love. Again, there's a difference also. You don't have to. Showing kindness is not always weak, and there's always a time to stand up and stay firm. I'm not saying that. But understand, and it's exhausting because most of the time you're the only one willing to do it.
handstands. For sakes acknowledging atrocities were wrongly committed is all that I can offer while I'm wrongly convicted. I would never hate a man for what God gave him in pigments, and I would never plot against him just because he is different. I would never judge a human for the cards he was given, or call him lesser than myself because of the race that he's mixed with. White people that you hate aren't your neighbors or lawyers. They're the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Bushes, and Royals. They're the people who monopolized the water and oil and injected your communities with drugs till they spoiled. Got no patience for Nazis, I think they're better off dead. They'll fight in hatred with hatred, making the hate more intense. I don't want nothing to do with either side of the fence, so don't blindly attack me for wearing braids on my head. Hate the people who believe you put yourselves in the ghetto. Hate the ones who teach their children you ain't cause they said so. Hate the ones who think you're all the same and judge you profusely cause the way that you're portrayed on our news and in movies. Being white and being racist aren't the same, man, I promise. No, it's hard to tell the difference if I'm just being honest. I deserve the chance to show you I'm not part of the problem, and you owe it to yourselves. We got so much in common.
I deserve the chance to show you I'm not part of the problem. So many times we just compartmentalize people. Let their actions prove to you who they really are. There is, of the entire, it's full of facts, but that last line, absolutely love that line.
Tell the difference if I'm just being honest. I deserve the chance to show you I'm not part of the problem, and you owe it to yourselves. We got so much in common.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
White boy, white noise. I can't say it with my white voice. White boys, white lies. Don't tell me how to see it through my white eyes.
White boy, don't say that. White boy, oh you so bad. White boy, you wish you were black. White boy, dear white boy.
How perfect, how perfect is it that Tom MacDonald did that song in a classroom? He wasn't a student, even though he's portrayed when he was the teacher. He is teaching us every time he goes to make music. The art that comes out of his mouth is education for those that listen, those that open their minds to listen. You don't have to agree 100%. Just open your mind to listen to a different perspective. Have a little, what I always joke of, common sense. Really isn't so common anymore, but take emotion out of things. If you're already emotional, walk away, come back. It's okay. The facts will still be there regardless of your emotional state. Calm down. Go back to it when you're level-headed. The facts don't change. Only your emotions do. See you guys in the next one.